fourth and final matchup between cuts. And here is Griner. Clark on the drive, sets up Boston. 100. Griner backs her way.
9.
Clark launching. Canada, one of the quickest players in the league going. He's had a quad injury and a form of Clark in her bank shot.
Real estate I'm talking about right there. BG's
Stephanie White here with the Fever. She handled good defense there by Ryan Howard. So too will Alicia Howard kick out Canada. Coach has revolutionized this off league history. Kelsey Mitchell catching as Mitchell catch and shoot, held to just 31%. Here's Kelsey Mitchell on a kick out.
White, they've got to get a couple of sides.
Weak bounce past McDonald
And the bucket on the curl.
as Canada season for the Fever defensively. Away from that franchise record, Mitchell struggled.
20 points a game.
Canada. There's Howard into Griner. And in terms of field goal per Howard splits the double. Canada
W.
moved into. Here's Boston backing in.
Shaping up to the ball.
You don't see that make all.
After that ACL injury.
The WNBA All-Star floor. She got tied up and hit awkwardly. Clark. Boston backdoor pass. Mitchell catch and shoot. And the Fever feel like they just missed an inordinate. Shot clock's been winding down a lot for Atlanta. Mitchell launches, trying to pick up the pace. Cunningham on. Cunningham tries to create and knocks down.
She needs to string together.
Him going. And Hillman who's. Charles Mesco's gone deeper into his and Alicia Gray doesn't see it. Shot a bit.
How to be physical in the post, on the block.
Huddle, kick out. Dantes is open. Griner backing her way in, ducks in, draws
Over her right shoulder as a. That's how she likes to score.
for Atlanta. Griner really over when Atlanta needs her to. Couple All-Star Cambridge Fieldhouse here in Indianapolis is
Back, but it looked like
in the field.
she spent a 3-time also good look.
Clark hesitation, get order. Howard kick out at points as Clark pound and then flip it in.
Do lots of opportunity.
Able to erase it. Here is
That same thing right now.
as the festivities begin. Will get it off in time. She will not. It's a shot.
Deck multiple times in this quad injury and
First quarter points for Jordan Cannon. It's the first 8 games of the year.
Aaliyah Boston defending Brianna. Known through her career with great footwork.
An iconic run with the Sun, and that not just playoff contender, but
Multiple defenders. They got switched onto her.
turn from injury. Clark bounce pass. Perzies pulls down the rebound, and Clark. Dantes connect.
Well done.
Fever had their first lead. Pull on a side step already. Griner had it deflected. Clark step back. On her status as we get it, certainly not a second. Has to move on here in the interim.
Then Ryan Howard.
On Cunningham puts on the brakes. Pretty move. There's
Is usually a
3 shots here so far tonight. The likely crosses up Caldwell, gets inside, and a bit of a pitch count for her. All-star Kelsey Mitchell. The players have scored none more than 5.
Now that's a tomato.
See her back on the floor here as off here after that groin injury. Patience back to Mitchell. Well, jumps the passing lane and lays it in.
that she's been able to get a deflection.
Runs into a wall, forces it up. Jordan Canada, not one of them, but Mitchell got a piece. Here's McDonald, front corner. Boston spinning.
So she looked a little.
Top of your screen, Caitlin Clark ready to check back. Griner backing in, turns, pass into traffic. Mitchell pulls it down.
Sometimes when you reject the screen, she's really good at making that decision about
Lead changes. And the offensive rebound, Canada tries it.
off pat
Mitchell launches, and
by Boston and Mitchell.
Clark feet inside. Mitchell, proven they are, if not. Boston. Griner on the runner.
Shoot it, absolutely.
Does she have 6? Back to Hillman. Canada floats it up. 5-point game, but this has just been a
Score low and go to work.
Gray fire.
First half, nobody likes to see any player in this
40-point first half. Here is Natasha.
ability, but that's probably not.
She did it in a half. First possession getting inside. The corner gets inside, bounces Howard. 14 points. Here's Jones, spins around. Good hustle by Kate. Points and a half by any player in the league. Clark sees the double team, flips Fever on the floor, but there is a
rim runs. Caitlin loves.
Got Hull is wide open. The teeth of the defense. Clark fading.
You know, she spent a lot of time in
Griner, good.
Tough to deal with.
Indiana gets back defensively. Howard from Mark hits the deck a little slow to get up. Mitchell now is 17.
Trying to get Alicia Gray going.
Boston backs her way in, draws Boston to a cutting hole. Griner spinning, handoff Mitchell. With Indiana down by 4.
This could be a 6.
Boston repost. Howard lofts. She flips it up off the mark. Boston the.
It's only been 2 times, Indiana, because the difference between the games earlier.
Events, including meet and greets with the W's. Gray rises. It's the second shot Gray's hit here tonight. Here is Howard going to work the left. Boston. Here's Cunningham. Buried line. Here is Howard with an end. McDonald bouncing. Howard
Around the rim to finish.
Gray up. Howard crossing over, firing.
For the Atlanta Dream.
He's 10 for 15 from the three. It's a deep 2, and it rolls 63. And Canada. Boston going to work, flips it up. We've been treated to a spectacle here tonight. Able to send Brittany Griner.
And it's dangerous.
Receiver leave. Howard drops it. Cunningham 3 for 3.
72% of the shot. It's one of the reasons why Indiana works so.
Tumultuous start too. Actually into the season too. So it says Canada weaves through in the half courts. Oh, inside. Shot clock down to 5. Flips it. Largest lead of the night. McDonald puts on the brakes. And 5 so far, the first half on.
That Ryan Howard cut. And the
differential shot clock and game clock. Has the size advantage on Dantas. Decided by 1 and 5 points as Clark, the hesitation, draws the foul.
Offensive glass. Tonight, Indiana is
Griner on Boston. Griner with
pounding Caitlin Clark. Griner on the back row of your defense.
Or Boston on the drive. Boston fades and got caught midair. Here's Howard off balance for it's all said and done. Atlanta.
Really good rotation by Indiana.
Underneath, Canada scoops it up.
Angles. All of it.
Canada, Clark on the drive, gets to the rim.
The level of the Aaliyah Boston.
Clark steps back, fires. Howard fire away. Cunningham on the drive with the left hand.
3 for 3 outside. Larry, Megan, and Autumn.
Here's Canada putting on the brakes, spinning inside, finds Boston right on. A beautiful bounce pass from Canada. Still a long way to go here. King Cunningham deep 2. It will
transition.
Here is Griner. Dantas fire ahead. Dantas 1-on-1.
It's her second.
Here is Hillman.
She is.
Clark bounce pass. Boston. Canada turns on the Jets. Quite a battle with Boston. Off night for Gray.
Here.
Just 6 points here tonight. And
Canada up a little bit for the Fever.
Indiana has 10 of them tonight. Gray, quick play, who sticks right with her. One of the league's best defenders. League in assists a year ago.
The Fever than what we experienced. Really disrupted. Ryan Howard.
Hillman draws the foul. Their ceiling is so high. I mean, Caitlin Clark.
But you know what? She doesn't have to have a big.
One of those. Boston just muscles her way to the rim and
blows that one.
Here is Hillman. Career high. 6 rebounds to a stretch, and really a night of impressive.
Gives him the tiebreaker right there.
Hillman a straightaway 3.
We're going small with Dantas at the fight. Lexi Hull, not as many.
Here's a rolling coffee and a nice
locker room. I mean, she's.
Yes. Here's Dantas. Kick out. Mitchell. Fire ahead. McDonald coast to.
Now wait a minute.
In Indianapolis as Coffee. Oh, launches and connects. Kick out. Cunningham.
Put together team effort tonight by play in the paint. They scored in the
kick out. Here is Cunningham. Boom. Coffee, number 12.
15 and 10. What an
82 from Indianapolis. Bounce pass. Howard a fake. Howard a kick out. Hull is wide open. Jerseys are back. All into the teeth of the defense. Clark fading.
You know, she spent a lot of time in that's been affected by her injuries.
Griner, good.
Catches with 2 feet that deep. That is tough to deal with.
Canada the other direction. Indiana gets back defensively. Howard from
Penetration is outstanding.
Clark hits the deck a little slow to get up.
Well done by the Fever.
Bit of a struggle getting going here. Mitchell now is 17.
Trying to get Alicia Gray going. Really successful for Indiana.
Boston backs her way in, draws quarter. Boston to a cutting hole. Griner spinning. Boston, handoff Mitchell. Real momentum swinger here with Indiana down by 4. Coming into tonight. Here to start the third quarter.
This could be a 6-point.
Howard looking for the Boston repost. Howard lofts dangerous pass and Clark there to intercept. She flips it up off the mark. Boston and energy to start the third quarter.
Only been 2 times. So this is a good sign for Indiana because the difference between the games earlier.
In culture, experience interactive events, including meet and greets with the W's Bindi 1 week from today. Gray rises. Just the second shot Gray's hit here tonight. Spring. Here is Howard going to work the left. Indiana, Ari McDonald running points. Boston, here's Cunningham. Buried. Now 2 of 2 from the 3-point line. Here is Howard with an answer. Here wearing that big brace. McDonald bouncing. Howard.
And she can use her instincts around the rim to finish.
Gray up. Howard crossing over, firing.
Already in the game for the Atlanta Dream.
10 of those 11. That duo is 10 for 15 from the 3. Finds the Boston screen. That's a deep 2. And it rolls. Now this game is 63 to 63. And Canada's the only thing that could slow her down. Boston has the size advantage on Howard. Boston going to work, flips it up. Who has so many of them. Doing here after that injury. We've been treated to a spectacle here tonight. The incredible luxury of being able to send Brittany Griner.
This is the small lineup on the floor, and it's dangerous.
Receiver, leave Howard. McDonald drops it. Cunningham, 3 for 3.
Triples here in the game. 72% of the shot in the arc in this game. It's one of the reasons why Indiana works so.
And remember, her season got off to a tumultuous start too. Actually, in the preseason, then early into the season too. So Indiana Fever lead. 1:10 left in the first as Canada weaves through. All of their offense has come here in the half courts. Oh, Clark muscles her way inside. Shot clock down to 5, flips it. If she hits this free throw, it'll be Indiana's largest lead of the night. McDonald puts on the brakes and into the night. Survived so far the first half on.
And doing a good job staying on top of that Ryan Howard cut. And the
10-second differential, shot clock and game clock. Down to 7. Here is Griner. Has the size advantage on Dantas. Clark has played. These games have been decided by 1 and 5 points.
But it's really loud tonight.
Clark, the hesitation, draws the foul.
Free throws and did a better job on the offensive glass. Tonight, Indiana is close.
Griner on Boston. Griner with
Jordan Canada really hounding Caitlin Clark.
Clark.
So good is because you do have Brittany Griner on the back row of your defense.
It's Boston. Shot clock down to 4. Boston on the drive. Boston fades and hits. Back into the post. Griner got caught midair. Here's Howard off balance. She will be first before it's all said and done. Atlanta to Los Angeles.
Really good rotation by Indiana.
Clark, Canada on the drive. Too far underneath. Canada scoops it up.
Hands. Good angles. All of it.
Clark being hounded by Canada. Clark on the drive. Gets to the rim.
Trying to take Jordan Canada below the level of the Aaliyah Boston.
The switch on to Howard. Clark steps back, fires. Howard fire away.
Situation right here.
Here in the fourth. Cunningham on the drive with the left hand.
Game so far, very productive. 3 for 3 outside.
Underway shortly after.
Hello, Larry, Megan, and Autumn.
There's Canada putting on the brakes, spinning inside, eyes ahead. Lob inside, finds Boston right on.
Indiana doing a good job right now.
A beautiful bounce pass from Canada. Third in the league offensively are the Dream. Still a long way to go here. Bouncing, Boston kicking, Cunningham deep two. It will
To corral Jordan and help in transition.
Indiana. Here is Griner. Dantas.
And got a turnover.
Clark fire ahead. Dantas one-on-one.
Damiris Dantas. It's her second championship game.
Here is Hillman, who cut.
She was a good player. I said, yes, she is.
Boston, shot clock down to 5. Here is Clark, bounce pass, Boston. Canada turns on the Jets. Hillman looking inside for Griner. She is in quite a battle with Boston. To Gray, an extremely rare off night for Gray.
Yeah, she's had a tremendous year.
Just 6 points. Mia Coffey playing her first minutes here tonight. And
Griner on the floor. The rim should open up a little bit for the Fever.
Where to get the offensive rebound. Indiana has 10 of them tonight. Gray, quick rotation. Clark trying to spin off Gray, who sticks right with her. One of the league's best defenders. Behind Alyssa Thomas. Clark led the league in assists a year ago. In a major way.
What a different look for the Fever than what we experienced. This is outstanding.
No question.
But Indiana really disrupted. Really didn't get anybody else going. Ryan Howard issue.
Hillman draws the sample of what they're capable of, why their ceiling is so high. I mean, Caitlin Clark, Indiana still has a 15-point lead here.
Yeah, but you know what? She doesn't have to have a big, has done that tonight.
One of those two on this roster. Boston just muscles her way to the rim and
Over the shoulder, immediately blows that one. Through the basket is what I'm trying to say.
Here is Hillman. Points, 8 assists, matching her career high. 6 rebounds. And Griner got going there for a stretch, and really a night of impressive.
Now that gives him the tiebreaker right there.
Hillman a straightaway 3 apiece.
With Caitlin Clark back on the floor, going small with Dantas at the front, getting extended minutes tonight. Lexi Hull, not as many.
Really looked out of sorts. Here's a rolling Coffey and a nice.
We talked a lot about Sydney Colson's voice in the locker room. I mean, she's a celebrity and attention that she gets.
Here's Dantas. Cunningham, kick out, Mitchell. And Mitchell comes up with the steal. Fire ahead, McDonald coast to.
Now wait a minute.
Play here in Indianapolis as Coffey.
Trapping horns.
Oh, launches and connects. Oh, kick out, Cunningham.
Just a well put together team effort tonight. They established play in the paint. They scored in the.
Cunningham got it inside for Hull. Kick out. Here is Cunningham. Oh! Coffey, number 12.
16 and 10. What a
Fever win it 99-82 from Indianapolis.